So, what if the internet never existed? Imagine a world where the internet never existed, not even the idea of it. No Google, no YouTube, no TikTok, no Instagram, no scrolling endlessly through your phone. Like no distractions flying at your face 24/7, just pure reality day in and day out. What would humanity give or have accomplished? What would they have accomplished by now if we had never been like tethered to the digital world? So I was want to take a step back in time and just like look at one of the most inspiration creations of the ancient world, I guess you can say, the Great Pyramids of Egypt. They still stand as a monument to human potential, built thousands of years ago with no internet, no smartphones, no calculators, and no access to online tutorials. These enormous structures rise from the deserts like a frozen thunder. How did they do it? How did humans, with none of the technological advantages we have today, manage to align stone blocks weighing tons with astronomical precision? Precision? Honestly, the answer is surprisingly simple. They had nothing else to do. uh, there was no push notifications, no streaming shows, no group chats, no memes. Uh, life was lived in real time, face to face with the world as it was not like it wasn't through a screen. It wasn't through a screen of a smartphone, a television, or anything. People had one thing we rarely have today: uninterrupted focus. All their energy, mental, physical, emotional, was available for the task at hand. If it took 20 years to build a pyramid, then so be it. There was no shortcuts, no Google searches uh, to skip steps. They worked, they tried, they failed, they improved, they innovated, they succeeded. And they did it all without any dopamine hits of a digital distraction. Some people today scoff at the example when I talk about the pyramids, when because as an example of the pyramids, what humans can accomplish with just without modern distractions, that was different. They say times were harder. They had no choice. But that's exactly the point that I'm getting. They had no other option but to try, to build, to create with what they had. And as a result, they achieved something so grand, we still talk about it today. But I do want to say this. If you look at it on the flip side of things, in today's world, with the internet everywhere, the opposite often happens. The internet is a tool, yes, but it also is a trap. It gives us access to the answers of the world, but it also steals the will to pursue the questions. It connects us instantly to anyone across the globe, but it disconnects us from the people sitting right next to us.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
It shows
Your
us
team is
every
taking
possible
main all
shortcut,
hostiles in the AO.
every hack, every life tip, but it rarely teaches us the value of the long, hard road.
Friendly mosquito deployed.
Like, think about how many unfinished projects exist today. Half written books, half built dreams, unpursued goals. Not because people aren't smart or capable, but because they're overwhelmed, overstimulated, over distracted. The internet gives us
Hostile
millions
UAV in the area.
and
We lost
millions
the
of
lead.
ways to procrastinate and a million excuses to not start something real. If the internet had never been invented, would we further would we be further along in society?
Enemy
That's
fire
actually
here.
something I'm curious, and that is a
Securing the
big
lead
question.
zone.
And there's no perfect answer, but let's play with that idea in general. Maybe without the internet, more people would still be inventors, builders, or tinkerers. Maybe neighborhoods would still be full of kids building go karts and fixing
The enemy's
bikes
taking
instead
the
of
lead.
swiping through TikToks, strolling, uh, watching YouTube or
Moving your chicks.
Netflix or something. Maybe more families would eat dinner together and actually talk about their day. Maybe people would be healthier, both physically and mentally. Maybe depression and anxiety wouldn't be so widespread. Maybe workers would
Enemy UAV active.
take more pride in their craft because they'd have fewer digital distractions eating away at their focus every 5 minutes. And maybe we just get more done. Not because technology is bad, but because without the internet consistently trying to
Friendly
make
care package on the
things
way.
easier, we might go back to doing them right. That's the real trade off the internet has made. Not that it makes us lazy, but that it makes us settle. We settle for good enough
We've taken the lead.
because Google tells us that someone else already did it better. We settle for quick answers instead of deep understanding. We settle for copying instead of creating.
Friendly
The
bomb drone
internet
is
tells us
online.
why try it when
We
someone
lost
else
the
has
lead.
already figured it out.
Hostile chopper gunner incoming.
But where's the growth in that, if I'm being
We
honest? Like,
secured the lead.
when a world, when you're in this world,
We've taken the lead.
and if it was without the internet, we'd have to rely on more on
The enemy's taken
ourselves,
the lead.
actually, and our community. We learn by doing, not by watching. We would build our knowledge slowly and deeply, not in a rush of
Friendly care package in the AO.
bullet points and tutorials. We collaborate in real life, not just through messages and comments. We'd probably make more mistakes, a lot more mistakes, but we'd actually also build more character.
Hostile care
We'd
package.
value patience again, craft, mastery, those old school virtues that now feel old and outdated because they take too long. The internet has made us believe that faster is always better. But is it? That for real, is it? Does the world really need more rush products, more viral trends, more clickbait ideas?
Friendly bomb drone active.
Does it need another rush Call of Duty? Sorry,
Hostile bomb drone is
I'm
active.
playing Call of Duty while I'm talking about this, and
The enemy holds the
feel
lead.
like every
Clock
Call of Duty
ticking.
is just rushed at this point. Or does it really need? Or does it need like more pyramids? The truth is, the internet has opened many doors, but it has also slammed others shut. It has often
Friendly care
given
package on the way.
voices to
Friendly
the
mosquito
voiceless,
active.
exposed
Friendly mosquito deployed.
corruption, and accelerated in innovation, but it has also diluted
Friendly
attention
bomb drone
spans,
is online.
fed into
Friendly mosquito active.
addictive behaviors, and turned many of us into passive consumers instead of active creators. It gives us everything except discipline, except stillness, except focus. It gives us everything except those things. So, are you wrong for thinking the world might be better off? Would be more productive or
Friendly mosquito
more
deployed.
creative without the internet? Honestly, I think no. You're not wrong, in my opinion. Uh, because like you're just asking a question most
Friendly
people are
mosquito
too
active.
distracted to even consider. And maybe that's the point. Maybe we all need to unplug once in a while and think about the pyramids. Think about what can be done, not with more apps or better Wi-Fi, but with focus, effort, and
Friendly
time.
bomb drone
Because
active.
those three things build wonder long before the first byte of data uh,
Hostile UAV in the area.
was ever transferred.
We've got him on the run.
Maybe
Keep up the chase.
what the world needs isn't
Friendly
a
mosquito
better
deployed.
algorithm. Maybe it just needs less noise. I don't know. But however you want to look at what I'm saying, that we need less internet or we need more internet or however, I would like to have ran an experiment about that
The mission is
one
complete.
day.
Good work.
And if y'all liked anything I had to say, please leave it down in the comments. Or leave a like just in general. But if you have anything to say about what I had to say in this video, please, yeah, leave it down in the comments. More interaction helps out this video, and if you want to share this video, that because I said something that you might think would help out somebody else, please share it to whoever you want to share it to. And I want to say thank y'all for watching. And if y'all are new to the channel, please subscribe because I try to upload at least once a day, every day. And if I ever do take a break, it's because something was going on in my life, and I needed to. I couldn't help not upload because there was just stuff that happens, like in everybody's life, stuff happens. But I want to say thank y'all for watching, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. And do what you got to do when you really want to do it. Have fun with your life while you can. I'll talk to y'all later.